The accident. It started, as most catastrophic human achievements do, with a miscalculation and someone saying, "I think it's fine." Dr. Marcus Webb, lead physicist at the European Deep Space Research Facility, had spent 11 years building the Fold Drive, a device theoretically capable of bending space across short stellar distances. The operative word being theoretically. When he flipped the ignition switch on a rainy Tuesday morning, he expected to jump the unmanned probe roughly 0.3 light-years. Instead, the entire research station, all 47 staff members, 2 coffee machines, and one very confused golden retriever named Biscuit, lurched sideways through reality and materialized in the dead center of the sovereign concourse of the galactic Vethra Empire. The Vethra Empire spanned 9 star systems, had existed for 12,000 years, and had never once been surprised. Until now. First contact. Admiral Grexval of the Imperial Interceptor Fleet had seen many things in his 4 centuries of service. Rogue asteroids. Rebellious colonies. A senator who once showed up to a peace summit wearing the wrong ceremonial tentacles. But a small, boxy, poorly welded structure appearing from nowhere, trailing sparks and smelling inexplicably of burnt toast, was new. He hailed the vessel. Unknown craft. You have entered restricted Imperial space. Identify yourself and prepare to be boarded. A long pause. Then a voice crackled back, thick with a regional Earth accent, hang on, Phil, stop pressing buttons, we're the Holbrook Station Research Facility. We're from Earth. 3rd planet, Sol System. We're very sorry. Our dog knocked something. Grexval stared at his communications officer. The communications officer stared back. The dog, Grexval repeated slowly. He's a golden retriever, the voice clarified, as if this explained everything. He gets excited. The Empire is not impressed. The humans were escorted, gently, mostly because the Vethra weren't sure what the sparking hull panels were doing, to the Imperial Reception Hall of First Contact. It was a room designed over centuries to awe lesser civilizations into submission. Soaring obsidian columns. Bioluminescent murals depicting the Empire's conquests. A ceiling that shifted like a living galaxy. The 47 humans walked in, looked around, and one of them, a junior lab technician named Petra Okafor, said, "Bit much, isn't it?" The Grand Empress Vale Seraph, ruler of 9 star systems, descendant of God Kings, wearer of the crown of eternal dominion, blinked her 4 eyes slowly. "We are the Vethra," she announced, her voice resonating through quantum amplifiers. "We have existed since your species lived in caves. We have mapped every star in this galaxy. We have ended wars with a gesture. Do you understand what you have stumbled into?" Dar. Webb scratched the back of his neck. "Roughly, yeah. Listen, do you have somewhere we could plug in? Our backup generator is running low and the coffee machine is on the same circuit as life support, so it's a bit of a priority." Negotiations, of a sort. What followed was 3 hours of the most bewildering diplomatic exchange in galactic history. The Vethra offered the humans a place in their empire, protected status, resources, technology beyond imagination. The humans said they'd have to check with several committees, a parliamentary subgroup, and probably run a public referendum, and could they have that in writing? The Vethra presented a map of their 12,000-year expansion. Dar. Webb pointed out 2 sectors they'd mapped slightly wrong. He had a printout. Empress Vale Seraph offered humanity the gift of imperial knowledge, a data crystal containing the accumulated wisdom of the galaxy. Petra Okafor asked if it was compatible with USB-C. It was not. Biscuit, meanwhile, had made fast friends with the Imperial Guard captain, who was now, visibly against his will, throwing a ceremonial staff for the dog to fetch. A new understanding. By evening, Galactic Standard Time, the Empress sat across from Dr. Webb in a smaller, quieter chamber. The grandeur had been quietly dialed back. You are the strangest species we have ever encountered, she said. We get that a lot, Webb replied, sipping something the Vethra had synthesized after Petra described coffee well enough. You stumbled into our empire by accident. You argued with our astronomers. Your animal commands our highest-ranking soldier. In fairness, Biscuit's very likable. The Empress was quiet for a moment. Then, something that might, across species and centuries, have been a smile crossed her face. Perhaps, she said, you are exactly what this empire has needed. Something genuinely unpredictable. Webb raised his cup. We're available Tuesdays. Mostly by accident. Somewhere behind them, Biscuit had found the quantum data core room and was investigating it with his nose. No one stopped him. At this point, they were all a little curious what would happen next.